my goodness, look at you. You're adorable.
Someday you'll know.
Be honest, would you notice this? Would you notice me?
And I know it was you, so give it back.
You know, Lagundo, we're not that different, you and I. In fact, you might even say, like recognizes like.
No.
I have taken many of your things, but there's still one thing that I have yet to take from most of you.
What's that?
Your life.
You still have a chance to change.
Everything just spiraled.
You just what? Wanted to kill your friends?
I was tired of being pushed around. How would I even contact the Oracle?
You must build a tower that stretches beyond the clouds. It is there that the Oracle will hear your words.
Let's get started. Now, the inside of my epic mega base is looking really, really good, if I do say so myself, but the outside, well, ugh. The first thing I need to get rid of is the mountains. I've been putting this off for quite some time. I went through a period where I was digging every episode, and I have since gotten quite lazy. This mountain has got to go. Since dying under lava, I lost all my stuff last episode, so now I gotta remake some of my tools. Lagundo helped me out, but not with everything, so I gotta make some of the stuff and get the stuff enchanted. On my very first try, I got Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4. Thank you, I'll take it. Look, I'm gonna admit a couple things right here in the confession room that y'all should know. Now, I know you've all seen the title, Dominion Season Finale. Yeah, I know, this kind of snuck up on me as well, and I don't have my base done. I really want to get it done, so buckle in, folks. We have a lot of building to do today. I spent a ton of time off camera grinding away at this mountain, and I actually got half of it removed. I removed the half if you're going out the door to the right. It is totally gone and ready to eventually be worked on. Oh man, the second half of this mountain is so much bigger than the first half. Yeah, I did the easy part first. Well, I gotta get this done. I really have plans for this base, but the outside's gotta get done too. Now, I don't need to take down every single bit of this mountain. I just need to take it back far enough that I am able to actually do some sort of decor on the back here. I want to add some big bushes and all that kind of stuff. So I got to at least cover up some of this dips in the terrain and make it look flat until I can actually pixelate it later on. If I'm being totally honest, I had originally planned on taking this entire mountain down, but I'm not going to build anything over here, so I really think it's unnecessary work, and this is the season finale after all. I have so much to get done. We're just going to do some sort of cliff here. I think a cliff could look good at the top of that gentle little slope, and plus it leaves me tons of flat area to actually work with. I like the cliff a lot. I'm going to add some more to it later on. I just got to cover up the top with some grass and really sort of do some sort of grass overhangs. If you've been on the channel for a while, you've seen me do this technique before. I think it looks really nice, and it's a pretty easy way to do some sort of custom cliff that isn't just regular Minecraft terrain. I think it looks nice anyway. All done with it, and it looks really, really, really cool. Yeah, I need some nature. I'm going to put some leaf danglies and some sort of trees or something up there. But for right now, I am good, and I'm ready to move along with my life. The next thing I need is a ton of green wool, maybe even lime wool too, or maybe only lime wool. I'm not really sure yet. I'm going to start with green and go from there, but I'm going to use a lot of wool in my grass. Yeah, a lot of grass blocks too, but it can't just be grass or it's going to look really plain. I need to use grass and wool and maybe like a lime terracotta or something to really give it that sort of big block, that pixely art looking feel. Shearing sheep is so boring. I need a ton of green dye for all the green terracotta and green wool and all that kind of stuff I need to make. And I discovered something really weird. Somehow all the water disappeared from the right side of my cactus farm. I mean, I know I didn't do that, and I know it used to have water in it, so I don't know. I don't know where that one piece of sand came from. I don't know why there's no water here at all, but yeah, that's a weird little bug. Yeah, okay, I did a lot of grass, and actually it already helps a lot, even though you can just see the big gray void, on the other side. But yeah, it looks good. I really, really like this. But before we go any further, I got to share something with you. Now, I've talked about it before, but we have a Dominion fan Discord, and it's such a cool place because all of us from Dominion are in it, and it's just a place for us to hang out with you all. If you're looking for an invite code, it'll be in the description down below, but there's also a very special channel for fan art, and yeah, you're going to lose your mind over this. Get ready. That is just amazing. I have no words. It's awesome. Back to shearing sheep, though. I have unfortunately used up all of my wool, and I have a lot more grass left to go. So I brought one of my shulkers, and it's time to get busy. Excuse my big-sized me. This replay mod glitch with the Origins mod is very, very annoying. So I assure you, I am still mini-me. I have unfortunately run out of grass, though, so I'm having to use just regular dirt now and just let it spread naturally. A whole bunch of audiobook later, and I am just about done with the grass, or dirt in this case. So I decided to make a sort of natural transition down to regular Minecraft terrain. Unfortunately, I am one block higher than water height, so I have to sort of figure out a way to bring my terrain down to regular terrain, or else there's going to be a very weird sort of chunk border. You know, there are some parts of this build that I love so much. Like, I love coming up with sort of the blocks and the inside of the blocks and all that kind of stuff is really fun. The grindy bits of just the grass or the roof, they're not quite as much fun. I'm very happy that the grass is all laid, and I can move on to other more fun and challenging things. I'm going to need a ton of stripped logs for the next thing I want to do. Yeah, I got some plans, but I need to add some trapdoors to the side of my porch here. It's very wide open, and that's going to require a ton of all the different stripped logs. A short time later, and the trapdoor is done. Here's the reveal. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it was a little challenging to put in this oak trapdoor, but I think I pulled it off. I used all strip because it has that sort of different shade of brown that I think worked pretty well. And yeah, I did one on both sides. And they actually are 3 blocks deep, which is how many pixels wide a trapdoor actually is. Another area I have neglected for far too long while I'm out here on the porch is actually the logs that sort of are in the corner of the porch. And yeah, I'm just going to use strip logs again. It's that very particular shade of brown I don't think planks really fit. So I just did a pattern that looks like, a cut log pattern. And I think it's going to work. Combination of oak and birch for the lighter shades and spruce and dark oak for the darker. Now, the next thing I want to work on is I want to add in the fence, and there's going to be quite a bit of fence building. It's going to be a bit of a grind. I got to do a lot of counting here, too, because obviously fences aren't full blocks, so I got to make sure it's right in the center of block and then how high the cross beams are and all that kind of stuff. So while I'm doing that, well, I had a run-in with Viking. Let me show you how that went. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Viking?
Hello there.
What? I just saw this waypoint come up in my thing. I thought I would come over here and check out what do we got going on over here.
Good thing
Lots
it
of
wasn't
diamonds?
trapped, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Welcome to my vault and my throne.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. So, what's going on here, dude?
Well, thank you for joining me. I'm sure you can figure out. You're a smart man. You can probably figure out what we're talking about tonight.
I don't know. I'm very in the dark about this whole thing.
I got a book in my hands here, Fix.
Uh-huh.
There was one condition written with it. No murder.
That's true. No murder, yeah.
I owe you one favor, Fix. Fix it. It's time to pay up.
What's he talking about, right? Well, some episodes ago, I was in dire need of a beacon, and getting a beacon for me is really difficult, only having a few hearts and the nether is scary and all that. Viking was good enough to get me a beacon and let me use it to dig out my entire mountain. In exchange, all he asked for was a simple IOU book. Well, it seems like that has come due.
I'm asking for my IOU to be fulfilled.
Okay, all right. Well, let me have it. What is it?
So, I really want this exorcism thing to go down well, right? Like, we need to get the queen cured with all of her jazz, and hopefully she'll stop stealing the diamonds, right? So with that, I know Lagundo's gonna pull something tonight. He wants to pull something. I can tell it already. He doesn't like the queen. Okay. He's gonna do something.
Yeah, I can see
my
that.
IOU. My IOU. Just stop him. At any and all costs, stop Lagundo.
Stop Lagundo. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna do something.
Yeah. Okay. That's I understand that. Okay, you know what? That's fair because I am, look, I'm Team Jamie, Grady, pay the tax, all that kind of jazz. So if Lagundo tries to interfere, I will try to prevent that from happening.
Here. All right. So here to seal this, I'm gonna toss you the book.
Okay. Yeah.
And that will seal the deal. So please stop Lagundo. Whatever he's gonna do tonight, please stop him.
Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, fine. It took a while. Oh, baby, I am in love with my new fences. Look how good these look. They add so much scale and everything. Oh, man, this is just great. Love it. The next thing I added is I started adding my first of a couple flower boxes, and this is 3 spruce trapdoors. But unfortunately, when I built these, this lighting glitch thing came back. Check this out. It's like there, but then not there. There, but then not there. It's so annoying. After my head exploded from my sheer anger at that lighting glitch that's so annoying, I came over to my test world to design a hay bale. The only thing I don't like is the hay bales sort of facing sideways, so I came back and I turned them around to face the other way. I think it's really nice. Just yellow terracotta, yellow concrete, and hay bales. It's a simple pattern. I think it looks great. To make this design though, I'm gonna need a lot of wheat, so I found a long place within my walls here. It's more than 64 blocks long, so it must be like 5 chunks or even maybe 6, I'm not sure, but a nice long path that I can do a giant wheat farm. I'm not gonna do the water automatic harvesting thing because I wanna be fortunate to get lots of seeds and carrots and all that jazz. I'll tell you what's annoying about working inside the walls, though, is things are very dark and creepers rain down on your head, so it's time to make a bow. Yeah, I used to have a bow, but unfortunately it got burned up in lava as well. So I just took whatever random enchants I got and moved on with my day. I'm all talk about taking whatever enchants I want, but I do want Unbreaking and Infinity, and fortunately I have Unbreaking, but I don't have Infinity, so I wonder if I have one sitting around somewhere. Yeah, I do not. So what I did was I just kept on making random bows until I got a random Infinity enchant, and then I just combined them in the anvil. Okay, well, good enough. Back to work on my giant crop fields here. I actually have 12 spots, like 12 rows for wheat and, carrots or whatever else I want to do. So I should have lots and lots of room. I just need to put down the old waterlogged slabs and then I can start planting. And my goal for this base has always been to make inside the walls and inside the blocks all look different, unique, and good. And I haven't exactly lived up to that. So at least I want to make this farm look as good as I can in a short amount of time. Now, I'm thinking about my villagers, and I know that ShadowMac has a bunch of the random extra villagers that we added in this mod pack, and I don't actually know what any of them do. But I think some of them trade some blocks that I would really like to have, one of which is sea lanterns. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of spending all of my emeralds and diamonds over in Mongo Shop. I want to come up with my own villagers so I can trade my own sea lanterns, and yeah, but I don't know which villager it is. It's very confusing to me. Now, I actually want to make two villagers here. One of them is the Sea Lantern God, the Oceanographer, and then the other is the Enderologist, and that's going to give me shulkers for emeralds. That's great. This crafting recipe is so easy. I am now good. 2 new villagers on the way. Now, a long time ago, I talked to the Oracle, and he came to me in the middle of a stormy, rainy, dreary night and said, "You must change. You have to change your ways. Stop being the thief. You are very important to the future of Dominion." I think I have changed, and I think that I need to talk to the Oracle again. He said, "Build me an altar high up in the sky, and you can talk to me." So, let's go build that altar. Well, I guess with that all built, there's nothing left to do but summon the Oracle and see what he has to say. Oracle, Mr. Oracle, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thanks. You did it.
I did? I did. I changed. I reformed.
Thanks to you and your teamwork, the group was able to collect the diamonds needed to save Jamie.
Well, I didn't do much, really.
You were the glue that held the group together. By first becoming the thief, you brought them all together against you. Then, by changing your ways, you joined them and made the ritual possible.
Ritual? What's that all about? Lagundo told me something about it, but...
When you all killed the dragon, its very essence flowed into Jamie. Being dragon, it is simply too much for a single person to hold within. However, the ritual is a brilliant way to extract the chaos out of your queen and bring her back to old Jamie.
I'm not exactly clear on the diamonds, though.
Diamonds in this world are extremely robust. You see, they can hold untold power within them. By using all the diamonds collected, thanks to you, this ritual will be able to take the chaos out of Jamie and store it within the diamond blocks themselves.
I can hardly believe it.
Those diamonds, once fully charged, can never be moved. They will contain absolute power within all of the Dominion.
Okay, I understand.
Because you changed on the inside, I have the power to change you on the outside.
How do you mean?
Oh, if you could have any wish, what would you want?
I would like to be as big as my friends. There are so many things that are challenging from this point of view. If I were taller, life would be so much easier.
As you wish, it will be. I will need some days to prepare. Go and do the ritual, save your queen, and then return here, and I will grant your wish.
Now, I've talked about building on the inside of blocks, and it's something that I do want to do. Since I'm messing around with villagers here, I have had my villagers set to move into my bookcase for a long time, but I haven't actually done it yet. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take some time out of the finale here, and we're going to make a decent villager trading hall. I'm not sure if I need this or not. I have 3 name-tagged zombies here, and name tags for me at this point now are cheap. I can trade them with them for emeralds, but I guess I should keep them because I might need to reinfect my villagers. I really don't know. At least I'll need to reinfect the new ones that I make. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the hassle of moving these guys, and it is a real pain. The clips that you're seeing right now are like 1% of the grind of moving these guys. Oh my goodness, this was like 3 hours. I mean, it wasn't 3 hours. It felt so long though, just to get these 5, just to get my 5 librarians here. Now I need to move all of my wood guys and the new ones. Oh, I hate villagers. Okay, now it's starting to shape up. I really like the looks of this thing. Now these guys are all standing on sticky pistons with the trapdoor on top. That way they can't get out, so I can change their station. So that's the sort of design that I use in my hardcore world and the one that I'm gonna use over here. But this is pretty good. I think I can just repeat this design. Then what with the trapdoors, I can lower the sticky piston and then infect them with the zombie that's gonna be walking around behind them. I gotta do a little bit of brewing here. Luckily, it's not so bad. The one thing that I do not have very much of at all is blaze powder. I might need to go recruit some blaze powder for my friends because I'm not fighting blazes in the nether. And after a wee bit of brewing, I finally am able to actually cure these guys. I'm going to cure them in my old trading hall before I move them. These guys have been zombie villagers since the day I infected them a very long time ago. Okay, I finally got 2 villagers in a place so I can breed them now, and now I just need a lot of carrots to throw at them because I do want to get a few more villagers. I'm not going crazy here, but I want a couple that I can trade with on the regular to get the materials that I need to finish my base. Yeah, these are the 2 guys I've got to move to the new breeding station, and I really don't want them to die because they're my only mason villagers, and they've already been cured and everything, so I gotta somehow get them out of here in a cart and not die and not get killed by zombies, which do run fairly rampant underneath my base. So you know what's funny? I have all these cows underneath my base, and I've never really known how they escaped their fence, and I went over and looked, and what happened was an Enderman put down a grass block on the inside of their pen, so they just walked right out. Thanks, Enderman. So now I got cows on the brain, so despite all of my other projects that need to be done, I gotta move these cows, and I forgot that they will not follow me carrying wheat. Hooray, being an inchling is fun. I have just the place I'm gonna put my cows and put them inside the smoker. That makes a lot of sense. So I built a little stairway that goes up there, and I brought my lead. So look, I only need 2 of them, and I can breed them from there. I have plenty of wheat growing. Yeah, that didn't go well. So I grabbed another cow. Luckily, I have 8 of them down here, and I'm gonna bring him up. I need the 2 cows to start my little cow farm. I don't know when I'm ever gonna harvest these guys, but it'll be nice to have, and it's cool to have something else new inside of the block. This is inside the smoker. I think it looks pretty cool. I got a few villagers to actually breed now, and the next thing I need to do is get the zombie to start actually infecting them. So I went through quite a few iterations of this particular situation here. Yeah, this is my first try. Didn't work real well with them both in cart, so I need to break him out of a cart. I'm just going to pretend like that went really smoothly. It did not, but I got my enderologist infected and cured, and now he has a job. It's pretty good. I now have access to end rods, and I hope shulkers down the trading line. My next guy got infected, and I can cure him once I get them separated. That's not so easy to do. There's got to be a better system. I don't know why I don't just look at a tutorial, but regardless, this is going to be an oceanographer, and it's going to give me access to sea lanterns. Hooray for that. It takes so long to infect these guys and then cure them and then move them around that I did do some time just with some simple interior design. I want this to look kind of like a library, so I used these warp stems. I don't know, are they cool, or crimson stems? Whatever the new wood is. Yeah, the new wood that we got 3 years ago. Oh, get with the times, Fix. However, it's not sustainable to keep my zombies in the library, so I tried this next. Now, I don't think glass will suffocate villagers, so my plan is going to be move them through here. They should stop on the unpowered rail and get them infected, then just move them in. It should work, right? I think this is going to be more of a permanent home. It doesn't look great right now, but I have a breeder up there, and what I'm going to do is put trapdoors around and use that trick to get the babies to walk out, and then I can just drop down carrots right on top of these guys' heads. They should make more. Then I'll just fence off sort of the holding area. I mean, this should work, I think. I want to move my chickens next, and since I already have my cows in the smoker, I think I'm going to put the chickens in the flower pot. Look, it's a real pain in the butt to get way up there. So what I think I'm going to do is actually just breed the chickens down here, get a whole bunch of eggs, and just put the eggs in, and then maybe I'll eat these chickens. It didn't take very long to get like a couple stacks of eggs, and with that, I was actually able to get a couple chickens, and really I only need 2. So, all right, we now have chickens in a flower pot. Hooray. Now, thinking of inside of blocks, another thing that I want to work on is my brewing area. And I think I'm going to put it inside the smithing table. I already have my nether wart growing there, so it just makes sense to sort of continue that here. So I'm going to use similar to the library, since sort of potions, villagers, all that kind of stuff kind of goes together. And I think this is going to be fun. We're just going to put some brewing stations and put chests for all of my brewing materials up here. Should work out great, look nice, and be something interesting on the inside of an otherwise not interesting block. Okay, I like this. It brought in both of the 2 nether woods. Nether wood seemed to sort of make sense, and I think this is going to look really, really cool. I brought over just a sampling of different things I might need for brewing potions, but quite honestly, the only potions I need are potions of weakness, and you don't need that much stuff for those. But after a ton of building on the interiors, this is all done, and I feel good about this sort of state of the inside of the blocks. Let's go back to the outside and start working on some more of the, base design. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to put the actual carrots up on top of this flower box. I think in my original house, I don't think that they're carrots. I think they might be potatoes, but I thought carrots might look a little cooler because they're orange and they're so bright. And I think they will, but I need to figure out this design. I am not doing this in my test world, so I'm doing this very much on the fly. Hopefully it'll look good. The next bit I have to do is shear a ton of both green and lime wool, because not only am I going to be building the stems of the carrots, but also I have a lot more grass to put in. And also I have actual grass, 3-dimensional grass to put on top of my grass, and that all requires wool too. Yeah, I'm going to be here for a little while. So while I'm here, let me show you this a little bit. It all started when Tanisha requested that... Okay, Tanisha requested that we... Sneve, I'm trying to do something here.
Excuse me, sir, could you just move it? There you go. Much better. Okay. Well, I thought we were recording the finale today.
Yeah, we did. I'm just telling my friends what happened. Sneve, you were there.
Really? Oh, yes, of course. I'm just here to help you tell the story.
Oh, that's great. I'm sure you'll be plenty of help.
I think so too. Why are you so big?
Well, I'm not in Dominion at the moment. When I'm in my confession room, it's just me and my friends.
It's making me very uncomfortable. Yes, indeed. Now, where were we in the story?
Well, it all started when Tanisha called us over to spawn.
Yes, you see, we all received letters in the mailbox saying, oh, come to spawn, meh. And then, so we all went to spawn, right? And then there was this brand new, little ice cave mabob, and inside it said, you all have to do your achievements. Now, I personally thought, that sounds a bit like homework, so I just put some numbers and letters and stuff on there. But everyone else was, of course, taking part in this nice little achievement race thing. Tanisha was like, meh, you gotta do your achievements, otherwise I'm gonna, there's gonna be spankings or something, I can't remember. There was gonna be some kind of punishment, something like that. And then Mongo was like, Mongo's a beast, right? So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna win the achievement race. And then Lagundo's just like, yeah, you're not gonna win the achievement race, I'm gonna win the achievement. And then they had their own little battle, and I can't remember who won, someone won.
Yeah, hold up a second, Steve. That is not what happened.
the queen was all going like, man, where's my dragons? And then Grady was like, I don't know, I'm just kind of some kind of NPC or something. Shadow's obviously off causing chaos, so he's like, I don't care about the achievements. I'll just put over 9,000 on my thingy. So a couple of people are starting to fallen behind on the achievement race. Tanisha called us all back to spawn, and then we were called up onto these giant plinths. Getting up on the plinths was a bit of an ordeal, but some people definitely managed to do it. Unfortunately, Tanisha had done a little bit of a round robin on us, and it decided that no, you three are not the winners. In fact, you're all the losers. And so we hung our heads in shame and meandered on back to the losers circle. And then Tanisha's like, you guys are all losers, actually. Get over there. Go stand in the corner. And Tanisha announced that she had actually won. In all honesty, I think she probably cheated a little bit. And then, what would you know? Mongo, RN Joy, and Jammers won the thing. Jammers, being the queen of Dominion, of course, wasn't going to lose. Definitely feel like there's a little bit of a bias going on there. Jammers then had a little bit of an episode and went, meh, and then she got all mad and flew away. And Joy was all like, oh yeah, I came in second. What's my prize for second place? And Mongo's like, yeah, what's the prize for third place? And Tanisha's just like, eh. And that's basically what happened.
Oh my goodness, I am loving this outside bit. In fact, I love it so much that I'm just going to continue on doing the same thing, but I have another flower box on the side window, and that's going to be for poppies. So, yeah, I got to make sure I have light coming down, and then let's get building some giant poppies. One thing I cannot forget, though, after stripping all of that wood for the next flower box, I do really need to get repair on my axe. I keep forgetting to put mending on it, so luckily I have the mending villager. It didn't take long. Poppies are a little bit tricky because they are very small, but I need to get that red bit just right. So I think I'm going to probably need red terracotta, red concrete, and maybe red wool too. I'm not really totally sure. I messed around a good bit and I got half of it done on sort of one diagonal. Now I need to make it an X, so I have to basically repeat what I just did, but on a cross. And I think that's going to give you the illusion of a giant poppy. What do you think? That's not bad, right? I mean, I think it looks really cool. I really, really, really like it. Man, I wish I had done this a long time ago in this base. It looks so good. Continuing along the outside on the same wall as the flower box, I do want to put some leaves because in my sort of starter house, I have a couple leaves on the outside just to look like a little bit of growth, and I got to build them. I'm really hitting my stride on building these mega blocks. I mean, it helps once I build the first one. The second one is a lot easier, but this looks really good. It's basically an exact copy of the oak leaves on the tree, and I think it really pulls off well. I like it when there's a skeleton standing there on the ground because it shows you the scale a little bit. Actually, I haven't completed the top of my hay bale yet because it requires just a lot of hay on there, so I got to remember to farm. Luckily, my new farm is actually producing really quickly here. Speaking of blocks I have already built, I took a copy of the lantern and brought it from the inside into the outside and just made the exact same thing with a much longer chain. I think it pulled off really well, and I really, really like it. I wish the light was equivalent to how much light it would actually do, but that's just not the way Minecraft works. Now, I wanted to come back to the model home and just take a look a little bit more and just make sure that I know exactly where I'm putting things. So the next thing I want to do is I want to add some crops inside this fenced area. I'm not sure exactly what crops yet, but this is kind of where I want to put them. I think I'm going to put them maybe 5 or 6 blocks of crops. I think this should be enough to sort of sell what I'm trying to communicate. One thing that I frequently forget is the farmland's actually 1 pixel lower, so I took away the grass here, but I actually need to take away another. That's great. There's a cave. Perfect timing. So I need to actually remove and make the dirt, like the farmland, down 1 whole extra block. I think it's going to look good. I think it'll help, again, further sell sort of what I'm trying to show, that this is farmland, not just regular dirt. A short bit of digging with my hammer later, and I have everything down 2 blocks. Now it's time to add in dirt. Now look, I know farmland has kind of those streaks. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do basically a combination of coarse dirt and brown terracotta.
Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for it? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream? Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for?
I felt like it was time to change up the musical vibe there a little bit, and I also decided to change up the crops too. So we're doing some wheat here. I think that is going to be the better solution. Since there's a hay bale sort of in the back, I think it's going to play in really well with that, and I like the wheat texture that it came up with. Okay, I got one done, again, just using the cross format. So really, basically, I only have to do one across and then just copy it 4 times, or copy it 3 times rather, and then I'm just going to copy the whole thing 4 times to fill out the rest of my cropland. Yeah, it's unfortunately going to take a ton of materials to make all of these crops, so I'm going to need a lot of yellow, different wools and concrete powders and terracottas and all that kind of stuff, so it's time to get grinding. One thing that's going to be extremely helpful in grinding up all this stuff is my new enderologist, and thanks to him, I now have access to shulker shells for emeralds. That is a huge win! So now I can just fill these up and go get some more terracotta, go get some more gravel, and move on with my life. You know, I just had to stop and put stuff away because it is so crazy. And while I was stopped, I wanted to ask you a question. How many of you do automatic storage in your worlds? Is it the minority that I think it is, or do most of you do it? I'm really curious. Let me know. After putting stuff away, I remembered my villagers. I totally forgot that I threw these breeders a bunch of carrots, and yeah, I actually got 2 new villagers. I don't know what to do with them exactly. I kind of forgot about them, so let's see. You know, with the extra villagers that we have on Dominion, like the enderologist and the oceanographer and all that kind of stuff, I maybe should continue this breeding bit. Hello, that was a mistake. That was goodbye zombies. Yeah, as I was trying to say before the zombie scared the crap out of me, I really need to light up all of the holes in my base here. It's really, really scary. But I do want to continue with the village. I want to get all the additional trays that we've added in Dominion. I think that'd be really cool. Moving villagers may be my least favorite thing in all of Minecraft ever. I mean, I love this game so much, but these guys are so uncooperative. Every time you want to do a single thing, it's so difficult. Finally, though, after a lot of frustration, I got them moved, and it's time to convert 3 new villagers, well, zombies into villagers. Yeah, it's going to be great. Now, never let it be said that I take things without returning them or steal or anything like that. I am returning in spades the shulkers I borrowed from Joy. I think I borrowed 5, and I'm returning many, many more than that. I am very grateful. She's been so generous and helpful to me that she deserves a little reward. So thank you, Joy. This wheat looks so good, especially if you can combine it sort of with the tree and with the carrots in the flower box up above. Man, the whole base is coming together. I am really getting close to calling this base totally done. I am loving what we've done thus far. Now, I get a lot of comments saying, hey, Fix, build this, hey, build that. One thing that I get pretty much every episode is, hey, you forgot the door. I know, I know, it's time to build the door. Let's do it. It's going to require a ton of stripped wood. No more messing around. Let's build the door. Okay, yeah, this door was, I'm going to say, one of the biggest pain in the butts to build. I decided to go 3-dimensional with the door handle sticking out and sort of inset depth thing here. I think it's okay. It's not my favorite build, but I think it blends in with the rest of it really well. I think the very last thing I need to add to the outside is the grass blocks. I think this is going to work really well. I just got to make that cross, and, well, let's see how it looks. Oh my goodness, it looks so cool. Check it out. I love the grass. Like when you're walking up especially, it looks like an ant, but even if you're flying in, the perspective, it looks so good. Well, after all that, it is finally time for the big ritual. Jamie has been under the influence of this dragon chaos for far too long. It's time for us to band together and end this whole thing. We got all the diamonds set up to hold the chaos from the dragon, and now it's time. We need to get Jamie somehow here, and we need to make this happen. Who knows how long we have left.
We've all talked about this. We built this. Everybody put the diamonds. Thank you all for bringing everything. This might just be enough to hold all of the power. I don't know what's going to happen after. I don't know if this is going to work. I built like some extra crystals on the side to like do all the redstone for us. Everybody's on board? No last minute second guesses? We all know what we're about to do?
Yeah. So we need every. So
I'm ready.
So we need every single diamond block. Every one of them?
This should be just enough to contain all of the chaos magic energy or whatever the heck the void is doing to her. So
just don't mess with it, guys.
I for one am happy. We're going to heal our queen and move forward with Dominion. So let's do it.
Yes. Bigger and brighter future ahead.
I love the new Fix. He's so optimistic.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess places everybody. I'll go over by the lever. Okay. And Grady, do you want to like call her over? We'll say like it's a spot for the egg.
Where do I stand so I don't get splashed with blood?
Pick a spot. It's not gonna kill her.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Oh, there she is. Quit talking about her.
I see her.
Oh, hey,
Jamie! Wow,
hey, Jamie.
We're here for the exercising. So,
we're here to exercise you. I mean,
we are. We're here to exercise all of us.
Yeah, little
I can feel the darkness. I can feel it growing deep inside of me. The chaos is showing. I told them to stop. I begged them not to do it. Now it's too late. This darkness won't quit. I will not be afraid. I walk into the night. This power from the dragon is a fierce, chaotic mind. With the riches I collected, I'll control the beast inside. I say to the mirror, but
it's kind of the whole, like we made a little like throne for it. It's 3 blocks, but we made a little throne for it.
Oh, you made a little throne for the egg.
Yeah, it can't work out with an egg in your pocket.
That's so
That thing will
funny.
break.
It might crack or something.
I carry this thing around with me all the time. I don't know if I want to put it down, but
It'll be safe. It'll be safe.
It'll be
you
safe.
don't want it to get.
It'll look nice. It'll be the finish.
It looks really heavy. So.
I guess you guys want to
I see her in trouble. Don't know what to do. Take on this chaos. If I could stand in her shoes. The darkness is coming. We need to renew her. No time for humor. We will not be afraid. Hey, Fix, you coming? We gotta get
Oh.
nuggies.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you go ahead? I'll be right with you. I'm right behind you.
All right, buddy. I'll see you there.
Okay. Hello?
Fixxitt, what have you done?
What do you mean? I don't know.
I am the Oracle, and I see everything.
Look, I don't know what.
Do not take me for a fool. I have offered you sage advice and wisdom, and you repay me with lies?
It was just. They were just there. I couldn't help.
You have disappointed me for the last time.
I just had a real.
No more excuses. I asked you what you would wish for, and yet you did this. You broke the diamonds that I warned you would unleash chaos on the entire realm of Dominion. Now, instead of grant your wish, I will make you grant the wishes of others.
I don't understand. What are you doing? What are you doing to me?
This is your new form. Until you truly change, you will grant the wishes of anyone who comes asking of you. Hear me now, Fixxitt. If you fail at this task, you will be no more.